Las Vegas, Nevada, home to sun, fun, and a robust housing market. Our city has grown exponentially over the past 30 years into a thriving metropolitan area. And with that, so many new neighborhoods and areas have been developed. If you're thinking about moving to the Las Vegas Valley, then I'm here to give you a little primer on some of the inside info that you should know before starting your house hunt. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding on the range of topics that you see here. And hopefully, you'll decide to join us and make Las Vegas your home too. When you're doing research about Las Vegas, you might hear the phrase Las Vegas Valley or Las Vegas metro area referenced a lot. Now, this area contains much more than the actual city of Las Vegas and includes Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, Henderson, and all the areas in between these cities that are officially denoted as unincorporated Clark County. Decades ago, there were actual separations between these cities, but the valley's experienced insane growth over the past 30 years, so now we just have one large metro area with no discernible borders. If you're looking to move to Las Vegas and you want to buy a new construction home, then be aware that a majority of these new developments are located on the edges of town. Now, that's not a bad thing, it's just a statement of fact, since the home builders need a good amount of land to build these subdivisions. Now, I mention this because I occasionally have clients who are interested in finding new construction homes in more central parts of town due to the location of their jobs, family, or friends, and many times it's just not feasible since most of those areas have been built up over the years. The good news is that nothing in Vegas is ever more than like 30 to 40 minutes away, so the distance from a new construction development might not matter that much to you. When you think about the process of buying a new construction home, most people believe that you get to choose all the features and upgrades in the home yourself. And for a long time here in Las Vegas, the build-to-order model was the most common way it was done. But that's changed over the past 2 years. These days, many of the home builders in Las Vegas have been selling more spec homes instead of built-to-order homes. A spec home is one that is built by the builder with no specific buyer in mind. Spec home features and upgrades are all pre-chosen by the builder, and then the property is offered to the market at large with a few months to go until completion. The home comes with an all-in price, and it's usually a better deal versus a situation where you're able to choose the floor plan and upgrades yourself, since with a spec home, you're losing that ability to choose. If you're interested in a specific builder or floor plan, then make sure you check to see whether the builder's allowing built-to-order homes currently, or if they're only selling spec homes. Water conservation is a big issue here in Las Vegas. Lake Mead is our local source of water, and its levels have been dropping over the past few decades. The good news is that we're very good at water conservation, in part due to the fact that we've implemented water-saving rules that actually work. One newer rule that impacts homeowners here is the maximum allowed pool size. No new pools in Clark County are allowed to be larger than 600 square feet. Don't worry though, the average pool size here is roughly 470 square feet, so this restriction will not prevent you from having the pool you've always wanted. Also, if you already own a pool that's larger than 600 square feet, then you're grandfathered in and you're totally allowed to sell the home if you want. The restriction really applies to pools being built in the future. Speaking of pools, it's important to note that they're also one of the most sought-after features of homes here in Las Vegas. With summertime temperatures consistently over 100 degrees, it makes sense why pool homes just fly off the market when they come available. During the housing market frenzy of 2021, pool homes were so popular that you couldn't even find a pool contractor to build you one without a 6-month wait time. It was insanity. Pools are one of the biggest value adds a home can have here, so be prepared to fight for one when house shopping. One-story homes generally have a higher resale value than two-story homes here in Las Vegas. Now that's usually true for most housing markets, but it's something that many of my clients are surprised to hear for the first time when I tell them. Here are some of the main reasons why. Two-story homes are cheaper to build since one-story homes have a larger footprint with more foundation, plumbing, and roofing materials needed. One-story homes are also cheaper to cool since heat rises, which is a big consideration in our hot climate. One-story homes are also more desirable for the elderly and those with young children. And finally, it's easier to move in and out of a one-story home. When buying or selling a home in the Las Vegas metro area, it's important to know about some of the larger taxes that are included in the sale. One of the main ones is the real property transfer tax, which is calculated at $5.10 for every $1,000 of value in the sale. So for example, If a home was being sold for $500,000, then the transfer tax would be 500 times 5.1, which is $2,550. Generally, the seller pays for this tax during the transaction, but it's all negotiable and there's no rule dictating who has to pay for it. If you love to golf, then Vegas might be the perfect place for you. You can play year-round here, and we have over 50 golf courses along with over 15 golf communities that allow you to live right in the action. These communities are generally priced a bit higher due to this amenity, along with having higher HOA fees. But let me tell you, most of these golf course communities are just incredible to see and experience. Some examples of golf course communities here in Vegas include Tournament Hills, which has access to TPC Summerlin, Red Rock Country Club, and the Ridges, just to name a few. Now, I've included some links in the description with more info on the golf course communities in Vegas if you guys are interested. Las Vegas has a lot of master plan communities, and it makes sense. Just 40 to 50 years ago, a vast majority of the valley was pure desert. So much of this area had to be developed, and the home builders and developers did an excellent job in that respect. In fact, 4 of our master plan communities were actually just ranked in the top 50 for most sales in 2022, with Summerlin in 9th place, Cadence in 19th place, Inspirada in 22nd place, and Sky Canyon in 35th place. I've added some links in the description with more info on many of the master plan communities I mentioned here. A vast majority of Las Vegas housing communities are located inside of a homeowners association. These much reviled organizations are definitely important and help to ensure that the homes inside of their community retain value. What most people don't realize is that some communities here are located inside of 2 HOAs and both need to be paid for monthly. There's the smaller HOA that runs your specific neighborhood, and then the master plan HOA where all of those neighborhoods are located inside of. Generally, the master plan HOA is going to provide extra amenities like a clubhouse, recreation center, maybe multiple pools for those that live inside of a community inside the master plan. We live in a desert, along with being in a valley, so the threat of flash floods is a real thing here since there's not a ton of vegetation to absorb the water. Overall though, the threat of flooding is very low, but it does occasionally happen. There are designated flood zones around the Las Vegas metro area, so if you're buying a home here, it's important to check whether or not your home is located in one so you know if you're required to purchase flood insurance. Our regional flood control district has an easy to use search option so you can find out if your current or future home is located in a flood zone, and I've added that link in the description. Property taxes in Nevada are low compared to the rest of the nation. According to Rocket Mortgage, Nevada is ranked in the top 10 lowest property tax states, with an average rate of only 0.6%. Here in Las Vegas, we also have a cap on the percentage your property tax can increase on owner-occupied homes, which stands at 3% yearly. Now, if you're currently a Las Vegas homeowner, then you should always double check to see what the county has for your property tax increase, since there's a lot of mistakes that are made. I've added a link in the description for more information on property taxes in Clark County, along with a link to a video I did that will show you how to check what your property tax increase is for your house and how to fix it in case there's a mistake. Thanks for watching. If you guys have any questions about the Las Vegas housing market, then I'd love to hear from you. Have a great day.